There's a behavior pattern that actually separates the people who build consistent crypto wealth from the people who just hold and hope. And it has nothing to do with picking the right coin, timing the market, or anything of that. It's actually about what they do with their USDT between opportunities. Why most retail holders actually leave their stable coins sitting idle in spot accounts in absolutely nothing. The smarter money is allocating that same USDT into structured saving products that actually generate double digit APY daily. Okay, so in this video, I'm actually going to be showing you exactly what that actually looks like and why it works and how you can actually do the same thing starting today, regardless of how much USDT you are holding. And let's get right into it. So what does smart USDT allocation actually look like? Let me just break it down. First, actually separates their USDT into tranches based on time horizon. Not all USDT has the same purpose. Some is actually operational. They might need it for a trade next week, and some is actually medium term, actually committed and capital they won't need for 30 to 90 days. And some is actually genuinely long term idle, sitting there as a stable reverse. Okay, and second, each tranche actually gets allocated to the appropriate products. Operational USDT goes into a flexible saving product, and any hit while staying instantly accessible. And we also have the medium term USDT, which actually goes into a fixed saving. It actually locks for a defined period in an exchange for higher predictable APY. Okay, and long term reserve actually stays whichever structure offers the best compounding. And third, they actually reinvest their interest systematically. They don't just pull earnings out, they actually let them compound and actually roll maturity fixed savings products straight back into new term. So the compounding cycle never breaks. Okay, so the result, their entire USDT position is productive at all times. Okay, so no trenches sit idle, and every dollar of stable coin is actually earning at the rate appropriate for its time horizon. So that's capital efficiency. Okay, so platform I personally use for this strategy is CoinEx, and specifically their flexible savings and fixed savings product within the in section. So CoinEx Flexible Saving currently offers around 13% APY on USDT. Interest accrues every hour and is actually credited to your account daily. Okay, and there is no minimum deposits, and there is no lockup period. You can withdraw instantly at any point. Okay, so for your operational or short-term USDT, this is the default. It actually ends why it actually wait. Okay, so CoinEx Fixed Savings actually offers a higher locked-in APY in exchange for committing your USDT for a fixed term. So you just need to choose the term as subscription, 7 days, 30 days, 60 days, or 90 days, and the rate is actually confirmed upfront. Okay, and at maturity, the principal and all interest actually returns to your spot account automatically. So what I want to highlight about CoinEx is specifically the rate differential compared to the rest of the market at around 13% APY on USDT for flexible saving. CoinEx is actually offering more than 4 times what Binance is currently offering on the same product. So that difference at scale is not trivial. So it's actually the difference between the USDT growing meaningfully versus growing barely. Okay, so CoinEx actually achieves this through a revenue sharing model, where a significant portions of earnings from margin lending and crypto loans is actually redistributed back to flexible saving users. That structural advantage is what drives the consistently higher rates on finance. Let me give you the practical framework so you can actually apply this immediately. Imagine you're actually holding 5,000 USDT. Here is how a smart investor allocates that. So 2,000 USDT actually goes into CoinEx Flexible Savings. This is your operational layer, earning around 13% APY, instantly accessible if an opportunity comes up. And annual earnings on this portion is approximately 260 USDT. So 3,000 USDT actually goes into CoinEx Fixed Savings, on a 30 to 60-day time. So this is your committed capital earning a higher fixed rate compounding to maturity. Okay, and at the end of each term, you actually roll the full amount of principal plus interest into a new fixed saving product. Okay, and the result, your full 5,000 USDT is actually working at all time. You have liquidity through the flexible layer, and you have a maximum yield through the fixed layer. Okay, so nothing is actually sitting idle and nothing is wasted. This is not a complex strategy, this is a disciplined one, and the discipline is the part most people actually skip. The link to CoinEx is in the description and being in the first comment below. Users actually sign up through my link actually gets a $100 platform bonuses. Okay, so once you actually you want to head straight to you're actually going to see both the flexible saving and the fixed saving clearly listed. So you want to start with flexible saving. If you want to keep it simple and liquid, then you want to go ahead and add fixed savings once you are comfortable and you have USDT you want to need for a defined period. Okay, so remember, the goal is very simple. No idle USDT. Every stable coin is actually working its optimal rate for a specific time horizon. Okay, so that's what smart investors actually do, and now you actually know it yourself too. So you want to like this video if it actually added value to you, and you do want to subscribe if you are new to this channel. I am actually putting out some crypto content multiple times a week, and drop a comment how are you currently managing your idle USDT. I do love to see where you people are at right now. Okay, so see you in the next video.